Hello. Today we're gonna do a VOD review of this Diamond Off-Tank Flare on Oasis. So let's play it and see what they could have done better. We're starting on D.Va here. Let's just talk a little bit quickly about the team compositions, I guess. We're running a dive comp, sort of, with a backline with Ana and Widow, and the enemies they have some stuff that we should think about, like matrix wise. We wanna try to eat hog hooks, like the people he hook. We wanna try to matrix that. We can try to matrix Baptiste heals and pulse bombs, I guess, and like flashbangs and stuff like that. But your main job here, you have two jobs, I would say, in this team in this matchup, is to follow your monkey and matrix him when he goes in, so he doesn't get blown up by the McCree and the Zenyatta and stuff like that. And your other job could be to peel for your Ana and your Widow if the enemy tracer goes on them. But we do have a Lucio, so he's gonna help out with dealing with tracer as well. So number one job should for sure be to help your monkey stay alive. So let's see how it goes. Okay, we fly up here. That's fine. We follow our monkey. We really want to see what the enemies are doing, where they're going. Okay, we're going there. I would probably, if I was playing right now, I think I would go up in this window right away, because you don't want to stay out here in the open against teams that have a lot of long-range damage, like the Zenyatta and the McCree, and the Baptiste even a little bit. I guess they have a decent amount of long-range poke here. So if you just stay in the open here, then you're gonna take a lot of damage because they can shoot you for free. But here you have very good cover, and it's still on a high ground. And the only thing you have to like look for is when your Winston's engaging. So when your Winston goes in, or when he's taking aggro, then you can just drop down here and might not even have to use boosters. And then you put Matrix over him, right? And you also have like pretty good vision here, what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, those micro missiles are not very good, right? They don't get any damage. It's pretty much a waste. You would have liked to have them when the engage actually happens, when the fight actually starts, so you can burst someone down with them. You almost never want to use micro missiles at long range like this, even if you hit all of them on someone. Like, what does it actually do? Well, it gives you maybe 4% ult if you hit all of them, but the enemy is gonna just heal that up real quick, and there's no chance for you to get a kill from that in this position. So you're just wasting a cooldown, and it's not gonna give you anything. Okay, here the enemy tanks are starting to walk in, and your monkey's jumping. So here, when the enemy tanks walk up like this, when the enemy team splits up a little bit, this is like the opportunity to dive. This is when you should have been here. The monkey should jump in on these guys very soon, when these tanks have walked up a little bit further maybe. And then you just drop down from here. Matrix, full matrix. You have micro missiles still if you didn't waste them, and you know, these guys should just die then, probably, or be a very high chance of them dying. You don't want to take too much damage here. You don't want to use too much matrix. You're standing in the open and like peeking too much. D.Va's a very close range hero, so you don't want to be in the open. Like, the only reason to be peeking is to scout where they're going. because you can't deal any substantial damage at this range, obviously. Now you're just like hard picking the hog a little bit too much. Like you need to respect the hog more. Just walk back on the high ground. You kinda okay, it doesn't go through somehow, but yeah, you want to be more careful about peeking the hog for sure. Now you're using boosters to get down here. I feel like you didn't really need the boosters, honestly. Like, look when you made the decision. Here, maybe, but like, if you just dropped down here without boosters, I think you could have saved them and just matrixed the monkey anyway. If you can save boosters by just dropping down, then, you know, it's really good, because then you can use them to escape instead. Okay. I think, yeah, I mean, very good matrixing the McCree there when your monkey goes on him, yeah. Good follow-up. Maybe wasted a little bit too much matrix there. But yeah, like, look at that matrix. What did he catch? Like, a BAP shot? Like, a BAP shot, like, use all your matrix for that. That wasn't really worth it. So try to be a little bit more careful about what you're matrixing. And keep in your mind, like, what's worth matrixing here is flashbang, right click, and maybe tracer clips if it is going on your Ana or Widow for peel, or send right clicks, or hog hooks, or BAP heals, like that's all. Yeah, like, look, your Ana died now, you weren't able to turn around fast enough when he hooked. You could have heard the hook sound, like, kept more of an eye on the hog, because yeah, you see the hog sleeping here, you even woke the hog, and now you waste your matrix, and now he hooks your Ana and kills your Ana. So that was kind of unfortunate right there. I don't know if you registered that the hog was there or something, or maybe not. I don't know if you didn't see him or something. But as long as the hog has his hook, then you have to keep track of him. Like, always try to keep track of, is he flanking, is he going around left side, this flanking position here. Like, you know, as long as he has hook up, then you need to at least know where he is and try to keep an eye on him. Now you got this kill, now you're just chilling, right? There's like nothing dangerous really except this Rein, but you know, hog is like the real threat, right? Okay, kill him, good. You like use a lot of matrix there on nothing again. Yeah, this fly is like not really okay, right? Like, the hog is standing right here. He's just waiting to hook you. If you just fly right in here, like, he can just hook you really easily, right? So you could have gone through on the high ground here, so he can't hook you. You could have tried to do some juking or something, like, or just don't. Well, yeah. You never want to be in the position to get hooked as D.Va. Yeah, that's a good matrix. That fly was like a little bit unnecessary, right? You don't want to waste it just to boop him. You were right in his face anyway. You can just keep standing here and shooting him. You're inside bubble. It's really good. You have your Winston bubble here. Just stand here and shoot him until he gets low. Now you just went outside the bubble and wasted your fly, and you can get shot. So yeah, it didn't really matter at the time, but you know, if he had the heal or something. Okay, that's like a bit of a mistake. I would have gone on the Doom here for sure. Doom is slamming in here. You need to matrix on the Doom or on your teammate, or preferably on your teammate when the Doom uppercuts him. You should know that the classic combo, like the standard combo that all Doomfists do, is they slam on someone on your team, and then they uppercut, and when your teammate is in the air, that's when they start shooting with their knuckle shot, their shotgun thing. And that's the thing you can actually matrix, and that's the finishing blow for him, that's the finishing combo for him, that's the thing that kills. So you need to fly in here already, be flying in here. You're too early on the matrix, and you need to be flying in here and matrixing your loser while he's being booped up in the air here, so you can eat the doom shots. And then after that, you should be flying into the doom, booping him with your boosters and turning on micro missiles. He's the most dangerous here. You don't care about, like, you can punish Doom really well as D.Va. Lucio takes a long time to kill. He's hard to kill as D.Va. Tracer the same. Like, Doom is much easier. He's using all of his CDs right now. He's gonna be really vulnerable. So he should be your target for sure. We're a little bit late on that. It looked like you tried to do it, but it's a lot about like reacting quickly to the enemies, like tracking where enemies are, tracking what they're doing, and what's happening can be hard to get used to that, but just you have to practice that. Okay. So now we're resetting. During reset phase, like what should we be thinking about? We should be thinking about what the enemy team has in terms of ults, what we have in terms of ults to counter that, or what we have, what we can enable, or what ults we can disable on the enemy team by eating them, or something else. And then we should be setting up our positioning, and we should be scouting where the enemy team is coming from, so we're ready and have good positions. Okay, so now we can see where they're coming from. Preferably you would have known that a little bit earlier, maybe by like scout. You can just stand here and scout, or you can just like stand here and scout, or maybe that's a little bit far, but you know, if you can scout it out early, but you like standing here, then that's pretty good. But anyway, so the enemy team is rotating. You want to look at your monkey. Is your monkey going in now? Yeah, he is. You know, I predicted that kind of, because this is the standard or classic time to engage when you have dive. It's when the enemy team is rotating, moving from one place to the other in the open like this. This is when they're most vulnerable. So you really want to help your monkey right here. Preferably you wouldn't have stood up here for that long. You could have just dropped down here and taken this cover as soon as you saw that the enemies were coming here, which you could have known early by just standing here, and then you see them coming. Okay, then we go here and hide here. And why is this good? Well, because you have solid cover here. So, but if you stand here, then you get poked out. The same concept as when the enemies were coming from here. You could get poked out by their Zenyatta and by the McCree and stuff. So if you stand here, you can get poked out, but not if you're here. And you're still very close to the enemies when they walk, so you can just peek out here real quick and start activating your micro missiles, being ready for when your monkey is here, matrixing him without even having to use boosters and stuff like that. So this cover here, I would suggest instead now you're looking at the tracer and kind of helping this tracer duel, which is, yes, it's like you're doing something decent, like you're helping your tracer win out this duel, but it's just not as beneficial as helping your monkey. Your monkey needs to matrix more tracer. Duels can like go on for a long time. You're not getting as much value here. Your tracer should be fine, honestly. Like if he messes up here and dies, then yeah, sucks, but that's kind of his problem, right? Like your main job is just to help your monkey here, because otherwise he can get hooked here. and he can get shot and like punched by Doom and stuff. Like that's the worst thing that could happen here. So yeah. Okay, you try to eat that pulse bomb. Nice try, but yeah, that was kind of difficult. Yeah, and yeah, you took a lot of damage like that from. I think you kind of walked into the pulse bomb a little bit, and you took a shit ton of damage from that, and then, you know, slam comes in and you just get bursted. Like, yeah, you stayed up here for too long, and you didn't help your monkey, and you kind of walked into pulse bomb. That was just like a mechanical whatever thingy, but. Yeah, this is really good, by the way. Like, helping your Ana here was a good try. Matrixing her at a very good timing when she was being dove by the ball and stuff, but unfortunately it was a little bit too late, and she wasn't getting any healing. So yeah. Okay, here we just reset. Should I try to walk to the point at least? I don't know if you would have time. Maybe you would have. But always die on the point. Maybe you didn't have time, but like if you can die on the court or on the point, then yeah, just walk to that. But you didn't have time. It's whatever. Okay. Now we're a little bit late to the fight. If you can, if your own voice comes, if you want to use that, then you could tell your team to like say, wait, I'm not there yet, just wait 3 seconds and I'm there. It's just so worth like waiting 3 seconds to get a 66 instead of you being late. But yeah. Okay, yeah, here we mess up a little bit. Like, obviously you can always improve mechanic-wise, and I'm just gonna like tell you a little bit of mechanic things I guess that you should improve on, because maybe you're not seeing it yourself. So here you waste too much matrix on basically nothing, right? That's the first thing. So the ball comes in, you try to matrix a ball, you try to matrix a Doom. That's, you know, a lot of matrix used on nothing. And then you turn on micro missiles, look at the Doom. That's very good. Exactly what you should do. Okay, and then yeah, that wasn't too bad actually. That was okay. Never mind. Yeah. You just try to peel back and try to kill these guys if they're sent. Nice. That's pretty good tracking, man. Nice eats. Yeah, really nice. Like, yeah, really good eats on those. Okay, yeah. Look behind you now, right? Or yeah, look at this. I was able to hear that the Doom was behind. I don't know if you could hear it in game, but always try to use your sound to hear when enemies are flanking or when enemies are going on your squishes. And then you want to always turn around and look if you can help them with matrix or shoot them, you know. Because your monk is completely fine now. He is beat. These guys are just pushing. These guys are just pushing, and you don't really need to help these guys. These are really fine. Like, the only thing you would accomplish here is killing this hog 1 second faster if you help them, maybe with your damage. But this guy could die if he didn't get beat, and you don't know if he got beat or not. Maybe he was standing here, And the Lucy beat it and he didn't get beat. And now there's 2 people on him. You could save this guy. He might still die for beat because there's like a Tracer and a Doom on him. But if you, maybe you didn't hear that. Can be hard to hear sometimes, but yeah. Okay, really good Matrix. And a really good body block here. I don't know if that was intended, but you know, you can Matrix and then you can body block for your Ana here, so that was really good. Yeah, okay. Your Ana died there anyway. But that was a good try. I'm just gonna see if this bomb... I don't know about this bomb, honestly. Because you're... look at what resources you had on your mech when you go for this bomb. You had almost full HP, and you had a lot of Matrix, almost full Matrix, and you had micro missiles coming up. So I would not have bombed here. The chance of you getting a kill is like not that high, I would say, or it's like 50-50 maybe. But if you just stay in your mech, then you can do a lot, right? And there is even a small chance of you dying if you bomb here. You could get killed in the air somehow, or before you're able to remake. Like, it's just like a bit of a random bomb that could get something, but if you just stay in your mech and keep your ult, then like it's a more guaranteed value, and you could get better value of the bomb next fight. Yeah, that's okay. Like, it was like a little bit unlucky that he just put down a window, I guess. You didn't know that he had a window, maybe, but yeah, I would have just remake instantly. Like, don't try to shoot him, just spam the remake button. Because there was like no chance you can kill him, right? Okay. I don't know. Yeah, this is like a mistake. You're making yourself vulnerable to the hog by walking out here. When you see him, just walk back and hold Matrix, like, or go close to cover so I can't hook you. The only thing you need to do is be in range so that when he hooks someone on your team, then you're able to booster in and Matrix him. That's what you want, but if you can't even do that, then, you know, don't do that, because now you're just giving him a free kill here. Yeah. It doesn't really matter because you can just reset and you win the fight anyway, but it could matter in the future. Okay, now let's see, we're expecting them to go through the hallway here, so we want to play cover and play close like our monkey's doing here. It's really good positioning from him. Now again, these micro missiles I don't like at all, because it's long range or medium range, like you're spamming a hog, it's not doing any meaningful damage. You need to be using them when you're committing or when you're really close and trying to actually get kills with it, you know. I would not go up here, honestly, because, I mean, look at this BAP here. He's your target. He's the main guy that you and Monkey had to try to kill, because who else are you gonna go for on their team? There's no one, basically, right? So BAP is your main target. You guys wanna dive backline. You don't wanna go front to front battling with their tanks. You wanna ignore the enemy tanks as much as possible and just go on the squishes. So, and you know that the enemy tanks are walking up here. you know that Hog is going here, and you can expect the other tank to maybe be here as well. So there's no real reason for you to be here. You're like meeting a Tracer here. You don't like that. You don't like meeting a Tracer. You don't like meeting Ball here. You wanna help your monkey and just finish this guy off. And now you get hooked because of that. Yeah, not the best micro missiles again. But, yeah. Try to kill the Doom. You kinda lost him. Yeah, there was an opportunity for you to kill the Doom if you play that a little bit better. Right here, just shoot. And then he kinda dodges. Yeah, unlucky, I guess. Okay, yeah, here you just want to help these guys get out. Yeah, it doesn't really matter this time, but if you know that they have Hog or something, just in general, like there's no reason for you to really be standing in the open, in the middle of the corridor right here, when you can just hug this corner right here and Matrix just as well, so you can just take cover real quick here. In general, that's just a good idea, even like no matter if they have Hog or not. Yeah. Okay. Consider going. Okay, this Doom is feeding right now. He should die for sure. Just start boostering into him. Start micro-missiling. Yeah, good. And now you kind of missed him or something, or you didn't. You stopped going for him. Yeah, you kind of missed him. I don't know what more to say. You could have killed him for sure if you just kept shooting on him and using micro missiles. You should have died. Here, I'm not quite sure why you dropped down. Like, first, okay. The problem right here is that you're flying in blind somewhat, you know? Flying in blind, so you don't know where the enemies are, you don't know what the situation is. But you're going on high ground. And high ground is safe, apparently. So, now there's not really any reason for you to drop down. You could just stay here and be very, very content with just spamming down on this Tracer and Ball, and maybe you can look around, maybe you can find a better target. Oh, this guy is a really good target. Look around a little bit, like your Ball is not in any massive danger or anything. You can, if you stand here, you can still Matrix him when the Tracer starts shooting. Just Matrix one clip from her, and then look around here. Can I get any kills, you know? Because if you drop down, that's when you're vulnerable. That's when they can start shooting at you when it's dangerous. You don't want to just give up that safe position. Yeah. When you got the mech, there was not anything else you could have done there. Let's go to the next round where you play some Ball here. Okay. This rollout is pretty fine. Like you get up to here really early, which is good. You wanna, as Ball, you wanna try to go in from behind the enemy team or from another angle than your team. This could get problematic with this rollout if the enemy team has Lucio and you guys don't have Lucio, which is actually the case now, because the enemies are gonna get here really quick. They're gonna take this high ground much faster than your team, and if the whole enemy team comes here and you're sitting here, then I guess you can just, then you have to move away from the spot basically. Then you have to go down here and maybe go behind them or something, but yeah, just be aware of that, I guess. But it's fine. Okay, you start shooting Doom, really good. And he just dies. Yeah, I think this is completely fine. You go on the BAP, which is like your main target, right? Yeah, that grapple was not the greatest though, right? You wanted to keep following the BAP, just keep following the BAP and keep shooting at him. You didn't even have to slam there, honestly. It's fine to slam though. Keep shooting the BAP, and yeah. Okay, you kill him eventually. Okay. Let's set up our positioning. This is a good spot. Okay. I guess it's fine. Yeah, going in here is okay, I guess, because your hog got hooked. So the fight is already kind of happening in here. But otherwise, like, it's a little bit too early. Like, you wanna play for your kill box. You have a kill zone right here. When they go out from this place, or maybe even when they start coming to this corner right here, or when they start exiting this space right here. Like, going in here could be a little bit too much, a little bit too early. Like, you're sort of 1v6ing if you go in too early, obviously. So, but since your hog got hooked and the fight is somewhat happening, that's like the argument to go in anyway, right? Yeah, it's fine. It's good. You press your shield. Oh. I don't really love the way you use grapple right here. Because you made the Doom really low HP. He was like super low. Look here, he's 1 HP. And now you get grapple. Now you have grapple available, so now you just chase the Doom, right? Like, you just put your grapple right here and just go in on the Doom and boop everyone on the way there. And then keep shooting the Doom. If he gets healed too much, then just turn on Ana, right? Ana is also a really good target for you. And the fight is like going on, so I would just have done that. Instead, you wait a little bit too long, and you end up not going on these guys when they are like the most vulnerable, like your highest priority targets. Instead, you end up going here, which is not as good, obviously. Like, you boop a Tracer a little bit and a Ball a little bit, like, okay, they don't really care. Okay, yeah, good. Just shoot on the Ana, nice. Yeah, that was just, that was unfortunate. You got booped back when you try to boop her and slam her. Okay, now you have your grapple available again, so just look to go on the Ana instantly. Yeah. You stopped your grapple right here. And you didn't slam anyone, like you just kinda went here with your grapple. You should have just gone into the air more and gone on with it. Yeah. If you just wait a little bit until she peeks out there so you see her, and then you put your grapple like here or something on this ledge, then you can get to her. And you have your shields ready, so there's no risk of you dying or anything. Yeah. Now it's just kind of stall, so try to stay alive. Okay. Oops, let's go back here. Yeah. This is pretty good, I guess. It's a little bit early, I would say. Like, if you look at your team, you want your team to be ready to follow up on this. Your Baptiste is like all the way back here, right? Your Hog is in an okay position. These guys are like being held by the Tracer a little bit, but yeah, it's fine, I guess. I really like the placement of the mines. The mine slam is really good placed. Like, you're cutting off the Hog here, the Lucio should die maybe, or like a high chance of him dying. Hog's gonna take a lot of damage. That's really good. Yeah, okay. Now we go on Ana. Yeah, really good. I don't know why you left Ana though. You could have just kept shooting her and maybe killed her or like forced her to use cooldowns. Because look at your health, like she can't do anything. You're not at any risk of dying. As long as you keep shooting the Ana, she can't heal anyone on her team. And she has to waste cooldowns. Like, go slam on her at least. Yeah. You slam her, but okay. Yeah, you kind of left the Ana a little bit too much. Okay, chase the ball, it's one. Unfortunate, but right decision. Nice. Okay. Yeah, you can try to get the Hog, I guess. Yeah, it didn't really work out, so now you just have to go back to your position. Like, I prefer top left, honestly, where you were playing before, but because here the reason this might not be the greatest because a Tracer can just appear here, or a Ball or a Hog can just appear here and force you away. Because you don't win that 1v1 against those, and you just want to be ready and sit here in peace. And like be ready and wait for the enemy team to walk up. If you get contested by Tracer or Hog or something, then you can't do that. So you want to be hidden, you want to not be seen when you set up positions like this. And the enemy team knows you're here now, so they could just walk here and just like, let's force the... If they're smart, they just say, let's force the ball out. You send your Tracer here, you send your Hog here, and everyone just shoots at you. And then you have to go grab Megas and get healing, and then the enemy team just walks in. And now you're on the Hog for some reason. Hog is like not the best priority, right? Like, you wanna be on Ana. You wanna ignore Hog as much as you can. He kinda counters you, right? So don't go on Hog. Just full focus on where the Ana is. If you don't see Ana, then look for Ana, you know. Yeah. Good slam and stuff, but we lost the fight, it seems. Yes. Okay. Nice rollout. I think maybe you were able to see the Ana there even. I don't know why you're going back to your team here. Okay, fight the ball a little bit. You force his E. You used your own E or your own like adaptive shields. I mean, like, which is a pretty big mistake because now you have a 15-second cooldown where you can't go in, or you can go in, but you have to be really careful. You can't really slam because if you slam against the enemy team, what happens? Then you get hooked, then you get flashbang, right click, then you just die. And you just wasted your adaptive shields for this ball which dealt like 10 damage to your, like, you know, that's not very good value at all. You want to be only using adaptive shields when you need to, when you're going in engaging, or when you're 1 HP about to die. Yeah. You forced the ball away and stuff. That's good. Okay, those mines were obviously not that good, but maybe it was because you got booped there, I think, or something. But even if you mined here, like, that's not the best. You wanna mine above and slam like you did with the last mines. Those were really good. And the problem is here that now you're in front of the enemy team. Now they can all see you. Now they can just hook you, sleep you. Oh yeah, there's a ball coming in. I can see that. Yeah, we just shoot at him. Easy. I would have preferred if you went a little bit more behind. Like, this is better than this. This is like, if your team is all stacked here and just walking in from here, then being here is the worst, like, as ball. You want to be behind the enemy team, you want to be coming from another angle, and this is, they can still see you from here. So if you came from here, that would have been perfect, because the whole enemy team is going to be distracted and looking at your team who's over here, and then you just go in behind with mines, hopefully, above them, and slam and focus down on. That should be the plan. Yeah, you get hooked. You get slapped almost, and then you die. So yeah. Okay. Yeah, you kind of have to touch, so you kind of have to set up for a touch here. Unfortunately, the McCree contests you. Yeah, try to kill Donna, I guess. Like, yeah. That fight was not too much more you killed on, I guess. Yeah. That's pretty much it for this VOD. I just wanna mention that here when you try to go here, and the McCree ends up contesting you. This is what you really don't like as Ball. When you get contested here, like Ball is all about being able to engage on the enemy backline without getting poked out or without getting your cooldowns or health low. You want to be like as sneaky as possible and just get past all the enemies and come from behind so they can't shoot you and see you, and then you just want to boop and slam the enemy supports, or even boop the enemy tanks in. It's also an option sometimes. But right here, when you're getting contested like this, then it just screws you over so much, right? You take so much damage. That's the same reason like why you shouldn't be here, maybe because there's a high chance of you just getting contested here. And then you can't go on this Ana right here, so juicy, because you had to use your shield and you had to take so much damage. So yeah, that's something to think about. Like, you could go around here if you grappled here, go around here, or the old rollers used to over the roof here, something like that. But yeah, that's everything for this VOD. Hope it was helpful and you can apply some of these things in your games.